guys, Rick Shaw here on the 18th of February 2022, and this start of this video I want to do, it's kind of a response to Sean from Sean's Amazing Adventure, him and Karina out there in not too far from San Francisco, I think is where they live. But I was watching his video on the Ghee, and I went through all the same stuff years ago, and I just want to give a couple things that how ours comes out a little bit different. One thing, when you're doing the Ghee, you don't need to have the heat up high ever. Never. I have this pencil burner here. I got the little wing off right now because it's not too windy, but you do the flame as low as you can go. I mean, right before it gets ready to turn itself off. Okay. Now, I also use a flat pan. If you use a big tall pan, it's just going to want to boil and get too hot. It doesn't give you enough room for the steam to get out. It'll take you longer. I bought this one incredibly cheap. It was on Lazada, I believe. It's a ceramic job, and I only use it for the Ghee. That's all I got this for. So, and then what I do with the Ghee also, I take it and I do it. Don't stir anything. Don't stir it, don't break it, because then you get all kinds of little particles that'll go through your strainer. So what happens is I just let the crust grow on the top until it starts bubbling. I let it go, and I just let it simmer and bubble and simmer. And when the bubbling's just about quit, it's done. And you'll have a big crust of stuff. And you can take a spatula. I take one of these spatulas like this one, and just dip it in there, and I could pick the whole top off, the crust you might call it. And one thing we do with that, we have that little kitty who had her kitties, the first batch in our bathroom when the house was being built. She hangs around. We call her Callie, Calico, Calico cat. She hangs around. She's a good mouser, but the scum off the top of that, we put it outside. She'll eat that whole thing. She'll just gnaw on that till it's gone. She likes it. So what we do when we go to strain it, I'll go through this big strainer here that I'll hold in my hand, and then this little one fits perfectly inside the jar. I went and found this one just for our Ghee jar. Now, if the difference in the Ghee when you keep the heat down is look at the pretty color on this. It even smells good, and look, there's no sediments on the bottom because I didn't stir it and break it up. And I made some of the first ones. I did the same thing, picking on it and messing with it. When you start your Ghee, just turn it on as low as you can go, and that's it. Don't bother it. You don't have to touch anything. I watched videos where there was an Indian woman, and she's picking this out. You get pieces. You get pieces in the bottom, and they're not good. I don't particularly like them. Now, even when we make the kids like a grilled ham and cheese sandwich or something like that, instead of butter, because the butter's always in the fridge, you put butter out on the table, it just melts here. Because I'll just put this on there. I'll just put the Ghee on there. We use it for everything. My wife fried chicken in it the other night. We don't use the oils, so it's pretty good. But we had something going on here. Our buddy Tropical Tim. We sent him some stuff there. He's down where they can't get a lot of stuff. So what happened was we sent him a package. We went down on the 8th. It was around 11:30 in the morning, and we went to this JNT delivery. He was saying it's a pretty good company. So we were like, okay, cool. That's great. We'll go ahead and try them. And we found one right up the street. We went online. Boom. There's one. There's one. 3 or 4 of them actually around here. So we went on the site, and there's one, right outside the gate. Right across from the Badalek gate. So that's really cool. So we went there. Very nice people in there. They actually went through the box and wrapped it up even better. Bubble wrapped everything inside the box. Just a great crew of people. And then we got the tracking number, and you got to download their thing on the phone. You don't got to make a password and all that stuff. You can skip all that, which I don't like doing that crap. I forget the passwords anyway. So I just hit skip every time, and it was a very detailed thing. It went on the truck at 3 o'clock, 3 p.m., and then it went from there to this other station and was offloaded to a main truck, and dang, midnight it was into Gig. I was like, oh, okay, this is really great. That was on the 8th. It's been stuck into Gig since then. We've got another box we want to ship. It's ready to go. But even my wife, who's very, very conservative on this, and just be patient and wait. She said, yeah, we got to go down and find out what's going on here. So she went to the office and talked to them, and they said, oh no, it's getting ready to get loaded and blah blah blah. But I don't know. I can't. As of right now, I can't recommend the company at all. I mean, I don't know. Are they using Pony Express? Because you think about it, this is 10 days to go from here to Manila. I think it's Pony Express, or they got a Conestoga wagon or something. Because that to me, in this day and age, is just absolutely ridiculous. The numbers, these codes they got for all your lockdown business, that's getting cut and all this kind of stuff. But like around here, not a whole lot's changed other than they're blocking us out of the mall. But, we'll see. I don't know if that's causing it or what's causing it, but it just seems to me like it's taking quite a bit of time. And I'm not shipping the other one. The other box is going to sit here until it gets there, because the way things work for me, who knows, they might ship it back to me. That's happened before. They'll get something and take a package, and the next thing you know, a week later, it's back at my house. So I'm not too into that. Not into that at all. But that's the way she goes. We had the good shopping. It was nice to get the kids out again yesterday for a little bit. It's a shame here in town the park is still closed. I don't get that at all. But sure enough, they built this beautiful park. We were going there. I did a vlog on it. Grandma was here, and it was so nice. And they were just completing it. They were finishing up a few touches, and then they closed it. And it's been closed ever since, and that's months and months ago. So it's, the kids need to be out in the fresh air doing stuff. I just don't understand. I don't understand that mentality. It was the same thing when we were in Carmona, how we were blocked out of that park. But this flu, guys, this dang flu is really lasting a long time. I don't get it. I was up early this morning checking out the news. Same stuff, guys. It is the same stuff. They're still not going to do anything with the Maxwell trial and Epstein stuff. Now they got this Durham report that they're not going to let that hit the mainstream too much. Don't see anything really happening with that. But I did see something really interesting on the news, and I'll put it in there somewhere, whether it's a link or whether I can just put the picture in. I'm not sure yet. I'll try it when I'm done with the video. But I remember when I was a kid, we went to the Grand Canyon, and I remember saying, wow, something that looks like a tree somebody cut down. These big rock, and these things are huge, guys. These are monstrously big. Well, a bunch of scientists thought the same as me as a little kid, that it looks like a tree. Well, they did some kind of test, seismic and radar down into the ground, and they said there's a root system under there. And the Indians had a name for it. I'll put the thing in there. But I thought that was very interesting news, and pretty neat. There's some other stuff coming out. There's some stuff way out there, but who knows? They're talking about these, like with all this CERN stuff going on and meddling with that. You often wonder how big that is. What's their goal with that? So the hadron collider. But we are having a beautiful day. We got some clouds moving. I hope you can see that, but they seem to be moving along pretty quick. Nice breeze. The sun feels good. The back is starting to ease up a little bit. I've been having just a nightmare with the back. I watched the Westpac WX weather. He seems to be pretty good, guys. Subscribe to his channel if you want to see the weather here. And especially some folks that'll be flying in. There's a lot of news on that. Check out Grandpa Vlogger and Jennifer Terry on that kind of stuff. We're seeing that there's some people been turned away, because they didn't have this or that. And there's a lot of trouble with the insurance. One guy was talking, I think it was on the Grandpa Vlogger one, the guy, they won't give you the insurance amount because it's unlimited. And the Philippines wants it to say $35,000. Well, the insurance company says no. That's not our limit. It's unlimited. So they're they're gonna be trouble. they came up with this arbitrary number for coverage, 35,000. My kids were in the hospital, all of them with that dengue. Every single one of them, because we had the mosquitoes bad over there, and they caught it. And all three of them were in there for quite a while, way over a week. And guess what? It wasn't anywhere near that. It just was incredibly cheap. I mean, it was maybe it was over 1,000, but it wasn't no 35,000. And then what are they trying to do? Why are they gouging on the prices all of a sudden because of this convent? It's another money. It seems like another money grab. It doesn't seem like this thing is going to get over. Anywhere. Not just here. They're pushing stuff. I just saw a thing on there. They're talking about Biden wants to make a mandatory shot, yearly for folks. And me, I've always been set up against anything like that. And like I watched that guy on there that said, hey, when did the government take away our second opinion? They're going to use their opinion, and that's just it. That ain't cool. I mean, straight up, that's just not cool. But that's what it seems like they're trying to push. And here, I know they're getting a lot of the little kids. You see vlogs on it, and even on the news, they're showing these kids all lined up. These little 5, 6, 7-year-old kids getting this thing, and it just makes me wonder. I have never can remember hearing of a kid getting the flu, and then also, do they die from this? They're claiming that adults got a 99 point something chance of surviving it, and then they just came back a thing in England that the average age of the folks who passed away from the numbers were inflated, and it was 82.5 years old. It wasn't young people. Now the sad thing is the thing that gets me was all these athletes that are dropping, the soccer players and all this over Europe. That's a lot of numbers. That's unusual, but it's what's going on right now, and it's a real shame. But hey Sean, I hope you try out the way to do the ghee. I know you got a nice 4-burner stove now. That was one thing when I was looking for the stoves here. I absolutely had to have the pencil burner, and I had to have a little electric one in case we ran out of propane. We keep bottles of propane around, though. We have a spare sitting over there ready to go. I got an empty here. I'm going to get that refilled today. Got to call the guy. I like to get my wife to get them. We had to put load on her phone, but get them because I can't talk to them. The English is not real good. It was like the water guy that just came today. And I can't talk to him. So my Tagalog is absolutely horrible, and I wish it wasn't, but that's the way it goes. I just can't seem to relate to some of the words they have that I can remember them. It's funny, Faye will tell me some words, and it's no kidding. 5 minutes later, I forget them. I guess because deep down I probably really don't want to or something. But most of the folks around though speak English. That's amazing. I had somebody on the Facebook commented, "Wow, it's all the signs are in English, like in the store." And I'm like, yeah, most everything, all your road signs are in English. So here that's one thing where you can do good. Whereas if you go to a lot of other countries, you have to learn the language. Like people want to go down to the Central America. Hey, that's that land down there. You better know Spanish, or you're not going to get along very well. And there's a lot of countries like that. Now I don't know. We have a couple buddies from Sweden, and I was surprised how good their English is. And I'm just. I don't know how it would be in there. I've never. That's one place I wasn't in. Actually, we just went through. Kind of passed through. I remember noticing when I was there how big the folks were. It's here. It seems kind of funny when I'm here because I'm like the Jolly Green, but when you get back out of here, it's not like that anymore. There's some pretty good sized folks. around the world. It's even when I was back in the States last time. You know, we have a friend that just went to the Netherlands. She's going to be like a nanny and housekeeper for this family there, and she's actually a pretty good sized Filipina. She's taller than most, taller than the average for sure. I don't know exactly her height. Maybe she's 5'8", something like that. But she's a big girl, and her new family that she's working with, even the kids, they have a picture of her, and I'm not kidding you. She was even the kids, she was only up to like their armpits. You know, you know, so it's funny when you go there. When you first get here, it's amazing too. You know, when I first got here, I couldn't believe every day I'd see somebody go, wow. I tell my wife, oh, you know something, that's the tiniest lady I seen. And she's like, yeah. And then a day or two later, you'd see one even tinier. You know, we saw one little old lady, I'm not kidding you, she was maybe 4'2", 4'3", maybe 60 pounds. You know, little old lady. So that's pretty amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. I just wanted to get that one out on the Ghee, and not much new news other than that thing about the tree. I thought that was very interesting. I'm getting some other news feeds on the phone. I have to be real careful on the Telegram, opening up some of the channels, because as soon as you go to open the damn things, you get swamped. You know, I saw one on there that looked interesting, and I went to look, and it just had the same header, and I thought, oh, I guess you got to join it to be able to look, and then it was just that header, and it hit me with thousands of them, and I still didn't get rid of it, and I wound up having to totally get rid of that news feed, because I can't. It's worthless to even watch it anymore, guys, because to go through it, I'll see one article. Okay, that's interesting. I'll maybe read it or let the short video play, and then I got to scroll through 500 of the same exact thing, you know, each, and it's like, so I tried deleting it and then getting it back, and it was still spammed. I reported it. I did all kinds of stuff to no avail. So that's the end of that channel. I think that's what they wanted. They want people to get fed up and not watch that news feed anymore. Now I tried it to put it on the other phone, you know, because I got the two different accounts, and it made no difference. It was still swamped with this thing. So, and there's some people been getting on my my group that I have on Telegram. I just blocked them. I got a warning from my buddy Wes about this person, and then she was asking me questions they're just inappropriate, and then she wanted her friend to get on, so I blocked them both. It was Elizabeth and I forget the other one, but I went ahead and blocked them both. We don't know if they're bots or just it just wasn't right. You know, most of you guys that are on there, you know, you like to see the news and stuff, and I do put a lot of stuff. If you want to see some interesting news stuff, I'm not saying all of it's true. I mean, the way out there stuff I don't even put on there, but you know, some of the stuff I like to put on there, and just look at it. Think for yourself. Some people get on the show, oh, you believe all kinds of weird stuff. Just because I put it on there doesn't mean I believe it. I just found it interesting. You know, I hate folks that are just so close-minded they won't even look at something. I had a guy get on me about the flat Earth, and I said, hey, just go ahead. Well, look at this. You know, look at it. You know, here, look at this guy. Here's a vlog, and take a look at this, and just tell me what, you know, you may get a laugh out of it. Nope, I'm done with you. You're a nut. Yeah, okay, don't look. Me, I look at everything. If I see something that's off the wall, and somebody says, hey, check this out, I'll check it out, and I'll decide for myself. You know, I hate when people, you know, they let somebody else do their thinking, and that's a shame. That's a royal shame when that happens. But that's the way she goes, and I'm going to go ahead and let you go. And this is Rickshaw out.